Chapter 2. My Awakening. Running through alleyways. There was a girl. 2 sharp daggers strapped to her waist. Her name was Evelyn. She came from a notorious background of slave trading and devout occult leaders. She was the last of the occult, and would be a part of the beginning to an unparalleled adventure. With a necklace she got from her grandmother on her neck that shined a deep red, the shape of a cobra surrounding a heart. The silver chain glinted like it was newly forged. Her clothes were a cloak pitch black. Sapphires lined the edges. Her beauty is unmatched by any person known to exist. Short, dark red hair. Her jade eyes matched the hilts of the daggers she wore. Body curvy, yet not showy like an elf. Lovely dark skin that would conceal her in the darkness from anyone who would try to find her. She bumped into a fairly odd-dressed boy. Wounded on her arm, she fell to the ground, exhausted. "Who are you?" she asked in a cautious voice as she unsheathed her dagger, pointing it at the mysterious person. "Put that thing away, I'm not here to hurt you." Unconvinced, the girl stared at him for a while and leaned against the wall, panting and holding the dagger directed towards him still. The smell of blood made Phobius realize the situation she was in. She was hurt. "Are you okay? Here, let me help you." Phobius ripped a part of his sleeve off and approached the girl. You won't hurt me? But everyone's after me. Why would you help someone like me?" Evelyn dropped her dagger and unbuttoned her shirt a bit, showing an engraved mark on her chest. Phobius blushed at first, but realized that the mark matched the necklace she wore. Who was she? Why did she have that mark on her chest? And why was she injured in the first place? Phobius kneeled down and started to wrap her arm with the cloth he ripped from his sleeve. "I don't know why you're in this state, or why you seem to be hated by people, but that doesn't mean I should be like the others and not help you." The battle-worn girl started to tear up. This was the first time a human being was so kind to her. That helped her, even though it would risk his life to do so. Evelyn spoke with respect and gratefulness in her voice. "Thank you for helping me. Can I ask your name?" Phobius couldn't get the thought out of his head. She was just so beautiful. He finally spoke after a while. "I am Phobius." The girl was satisfied with his answer, fell asleep. Phobius picked her up into her arms and started on his way towards a forest nearby, putting her against a tree, taking off her cloak and folding it up next to her. She looked to be in her teens, though she had mature features that any guy would fall for. She was indeed charming, leaving a flower that he picked earlier next to her. Shortly after, Phobius walked away towards the edge of the cliff and looked out on the massive village that could be considered to be a city at that point. Evelyn woke up, noticing the flowers picked and placed next to her. She laughed. "I'm not dead, you know. Why did you put flowers next to me?" Phobius only smirked and said, "Well, your looks are killer." She stared at him a bit. Then she realized he had a perfectly built body. It was hard to tell when he had the sleeve on, but with it off, she could tell that the man had the body of a warrior. "You? Are you an awakened?"